So what do you do when you come face to face with a character in your reality who has a pattern of behaving a particular way that is unfavorable or unloving in some way? What do you do? Because there is a misconception that in the world of spirituality and consciousness, where we are all one and it's all love and light, and we are, of course, infinite love at our core nature, that in some way boundaries are almost an offense to that. That how could we put boundaries around ourselves when we are all one? We are not saying that, okay, by me setting a boundary, I'm saying that I'm not one with this person. What I'm saying is by setting a boundary with this person, I'm recognizing that I am causing a reflection that is unfavorable. So I'm going to step off stage and I'm going to go back to the writer of this play and I'm going to have a little bit of a rewrite because I don't understand what's going on, and what is going on isn't what I want to be going on. So when we look at boundaries from a law of assumption perspective, what we're doing is we're acknowledging our human experience in that we are all in the process of awakening. Sometimes we do have to take ourselves off stage so that we can process what's going on and understand what the reflection is actually reflecting back. So this is going to help you create a little bit more space for yourself so that you can indeed do the internal work that is necessary to see the ideal versions of your characters showing up in your reality. That's what we're doing today. My name is Hedley Derenzie, and if you have found your way to my channel, you are in the right place. I'm so happy you are here. If you'd like to know more about me or my offerings, including Law of Assumption one-to-one coaching, my self-concept course, I Am the One, which of course you are the one, not me, and my book, I Am Money, because you are the infinite observer of money, you will find all of those details in the box below this video or at my website, youaretheone.com.au. If you haven't already, please do subscribe to my channel and click the little box so you never miss a video. And if you do enjoy this video, please do give it a like or a positive comment, or both. That would be much appreciated. Our characters are here to help us awaken to our wholeness, which is the infinite I am, in which all states, all conditions, all possibilities exist. And anything that we are unaware of or in denial of is going to show up in a character in our reality and perform it out, act it out, with the purpose of, with the intent of helping us to remember that in fact, yes, oh, that's me too, and that's me, or I am that, I am that, I am that. This is the game of remembering who you are, which is the infinite I am of your reality. And the infinite I am is the infinite observer. And whatever is the observer of something is the cause of it. So, in order to step more into that infinite authority, which is the infinite commander of your reality, we have to come into wholeness, which is claiming all of it. Everything that we are seeing in our reality, including that which we are seeing in our characters, belongs to I am, and you are the infinite I am. So you want to claim everything that you're seeing and observing with I am. Now, here's the kicker with all of this. Sometimes when we are out on the stage of reality and we are involved in our theatrical productions that are going on, we can become very identified with our realities and we forget that we are the infinite I am, acting all of this out. We fall into separation, believing that, oh my gosh, they are doing it to me and they are behaving this way and they are doing this. And yes, at a third dimensional level, that is what is appearing to be real, and it feels very real, and we react to it as if it is real. We have forgotten who we are. It is okay. It is part of the human experience. That's the adventure of awakening that we're all on. Imagine being on stage as an actor and realizing that the storyline has gone completely left field, not where you wanted it to go. And imagine trying to rewrite it while the theatrical production, while the stage show is going on. It's very difficult, can be almost impossible. That is when the director, who is you, who is the infinite I am, needs to come in and go, okay, cut. Time out, everybody. Let's just cut. This isn't going the way I thought it was going to go. So what we need to do is I'm going to go back and have a discussion with the writer of this play, which is also you, and we're going to rewrite this narrative. So setting a boundary will give yourself some time and space away from the stage play, away from reality, where you can step off stage and regroup. Now, yes, everyone is you pushed out reflecting you back. But if you are engaged in the play to such an extent that you've forgotten who you are, it is very difficult to rewrite the script as it's going on. You have to step off stage. You have to go back and have a meeting with that writer who wrote the play in the first place and be like, okay, hang on a second. What is this person reflecting back? So your characters are your reflections, and they are reflecting back your characteristics, the internal infinite I am, all potentials, all possibilities that exist within you. So yes, you have the potential to gaslight yourself. You have the potential to be mean to yourself. You have the potential to be unkind to yourself. And if a character is in your reality acting those characteristics out, they are reflecting back what you are doing to self but unaware of. So putting a boundary around an external character means you are putting a boundary around the internal characteristic. So if somebody is in my reality and they are gaslighting me, then okay, that's a reflection of me. But in order for me to stop gaslighting myself, I have to put a boundary around the character who is gaslighting me. By putting a boundary around the character who is gaslighting me, I'm putting a boundary around how I am doing that to myself. So if somebody is being mean to me, okay, that's a reflection that I'm being mean to myself. But for me to understand how I'm being mean to myself, I actually need to create space. So I'm going to put a boundary around that character who is acting out meanness so I can get a sense of how I'm being mean to myself. Now, in me putting a boundary around that character who is acting out that characteristic, I am actually being kind to myself. That is an act of kindness. That is an act of love. If somebody is disrespecting me, by putting a boundary around that character, I am respecting myself, which means I'm putting a boundary around the characteristic of disrespect within myself. Every character is here to help you awaken to your wholeness, which is the infinite I am. For me personally, when somebody is acting out a negative characteristic or an unwanted characteristic, I will immediately put a boundary around that character, and then I will turn in to the reflection of what they are reflecting back within me. And that then enables me to rewrite the story. Okay, well, I am obviously being mean to myself. Where am I doing that? How am I doing that? Oh, wow, okay, I can see that. Having given myself the space, I can see that. So I'm now choosing that I'm being kind to myself, and then I can take that story of kindness and project it onto that person, that character, if I want to. I don't have to. Remember, you're also the casting director in this play as well. You do not have to recreate every character in your reality if you don't want to. You have full free will. You can put a boundary around a character and just let that be the boundary. You do not have to recreate them if you don't want to, as long as you can accept the reflection within yourself and rewrite it within self and then go about your way. Then that person may have served their purpose, because every character in your reality is also an expression of the infinite I am. So they also have infinite characteristics within them. So when somebody is behaving badly in your reality, that is because they are here to wake you up to a characteristic that is unfavorable within yourself that you are either unaware of or in denial of or in resistance to. You want to put I am in front of it as quickly as you can remember, and then you can either recreate them and project that characteristic back onto them, or just leave it alone and go about your day. This is the game of remembering ourselves as the infinite I am, and all states, all potentials, all possibilities exist within the kingdom of I am. You are the infinite everything. And your characters are reflecting back your everythingness for you to claim it all. And then once you've claimed it, you get to choose who you are, and therefore who is showing up in your reality reflecting that back. Because remember, we cannot manifest anything from a place of resistance. If you are in resistance to a characteristic within yourself, you're going to get that showing up in a character in your reality. I see this a lot with my clients in professional settings where they are at work, and there's always somebody in every job that they have. There's one person who undermines them, who challenges their authority, or who bullies them behind their back, or behaves in some way that is poor. Now, there's no coincidence that this person, this character, shows up in every single job that they have, just a different face, a different name, because it's not happening out there, it's happening in here. But until we can create some space for ourselves to figure that out, we're going to keep replaying the same characters in our stage play until we remember who we are, that we are the infinite I am, and they are helping me come back to wholeness, and they are helping me own the bully within myself. They are helping me own the one who undermines myself. But you can't quite get there until you've created some space for you to understand the reflection. It's very difficult to rewrite the story story while you are on stage with your characters acting out the script. You have to step into that director's role and yell, cut, okay, time out everybody, we need a break here, the story's gone off track, this is not what I want for my reality. So I'm just going to go off stage, have a meeting with the writer, and we're going to rewrite this script. So for now, you guys, my actors or my actor, can go home and just stay away for a bit because this isn't helping. Remember, it's a lot easier to set a boundary when you know what the purpose of the boundary is. The purpose of the boundary is to give yourself space from the stage play, which is acting out a narrative that has gone way off track and is not what you want. It is very difficult to rewrite it while you are in the play. You got to get off stage, set a boundary, give yourself some space, come back to your I am nature. Remember, all of my characters are here helping me home to my infinite awareness, my infinite I am presence, which contains all characteristics. And once I own them all, I have full command over them and I can choose who I am showing up as. And when I'm choosing who I'm showing up as from a place of neutrality, having claimed all of it with I am, then those characters can easily and joyfully reflect those choices back. So if I'm choosing to show up as kind to myself, having set a boundary around anybody who's mean to me, then guess what? I'm going to get characters who are reflecting back that new state of kindness that I have just chosen to hold for myself. And if I'm wanting to recreate that character who was previously mean to me, I can remember that they are the infinite I am. They have kindness within them too. But I have to be the one to choose to activate that within them by directing my awareness to that characteristic that exists within them as well. Because yes, they are always a reflection of you. Everyone is you pushed out, reflecting you back, and everyone is helping you home back to your infinite I am awareness. So do not be afraid to set boundaries with your characters. We all need the space in order to rewrite the narratives. But if you set a boundary, remember, use that time and space wisely. If you've created a boundary, then use that time and space to rewrite the narrative from within. Otherwise, if you set a boundary with a character and then just go on your way without doing anything with it, guaranteed another character is going to show up again acting out the same characteristic. They're just going to look different. They're going to have a different name and a different face, but they are going to be acting out the same characteristic until you bring it in with I am and remember who you are, which is the infinite I am, where all states, all potentials, all possibilities exist within you. I hope that helped. Go forth, set your boundaries if you need to. Otherwise, just enjoy that love and light from which you came. If you're there, well done. And I will look forward to seeing you in the next video. Thanks, everybody. Lots of love. Bye.